When it comes to melting, we know about melting chocolate, ice cream, cheese, and probably a lot of things. But when you talk about cars, do you think about melting snow or a melting dash? But have you heard about a melting Lexus? In this video, we will talk about a brand new melting GX and if there are any cases of other models where we have melting involved. Let's get to it. Hey, it's LSF here today, and today I want to talk about a recent news about a brand new $80,000 Lexus GX and it's melting. In Canada, the GX ranges from $100,000 to $127,000, which means you will have to pay luxury tax on that as well. So for an expensive car like that, it melts? When the third generation GX came, there has been a lot of reports on how bad the materials were and when you compare it to the previous generation. One other big complaint is the V8 was gone and they replaced it with a 3.4 liter twin turbo V6. But then when you look at it, the previous generation GX versus this generation, it's totally different. This GX is completely a very capable off-roader versus the previous generation, it felt more of a luxury SUV. But that doesn't mean that it should be melting. So there has been reports of a melting GX coming from a member of a Facebook group, and that Facebook group is about Lexus GX 550 owners. And they discuss about GX and potential owners who can join the group and talk to the real owners to see if there are any issues or anything with the GX. There are similar groups for the TX, LX, NX, RX all over Facebook. And the GX group does have over 30,000 members in that group. So definitely a lot of potential GX owners and GX owners as well. Many have voiced concerns about Toyota's quality, it's actually gone down, and issues have been found in the recent generation of vehicles. While there's still many who actually believe in the reputation of quality that comes from Japan as well. Personally, I would say that the mechanics of the cars are still very solid. On the other hand, software and programming of the vehicles is where I see most of the concern. And when it comes to software, definitely I don't think it matters if it's coming from Japan or Canada or the United States. So the owner, Paul, posted images on the Facebook group, and it shows that the driver's side mirror cap seems to be melting. Paul said that he did not do anything out of the ordinary and parked in the same spot as always where he parked his other cars before, and there were no issues. From my understanding, Paul lives in Arizona, and it's dry heat. The sun is extremely hot. They actually have covers for cars because if they don't cover them, their rear view mirror will actually melt and actually fall off because the adhesive for the rear view mirror will not hold up. I've been down there a few times for work and I totally understand how hot it can get. Searching the GX forums where people have reported the issue, one owner said that he lives in Vegas and he parked under 100+ degrees days and most of the summer and had no issues with their black trim. So it doesn't seem to be a widespread thing. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450h Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks. Or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. There's even a saying that new sealed insulation efficiency glass windows They do have a silver coating that will reject heat, and then it will then reflect back onto the car. And that only happens certain periods of time in the day. So even if you park there, you may not see that there's a raise there, but over time, it possibly could have happened. Maybe you parked there, but someone changed their windows. But I do think that Lexus should help this owner to replace the parts under goodwill and really investigate the situation. I understand that it could be many possibilities, and they cannot keep on replacing if other people have the same issues. Global warming and stronger sun and heat could cause many issues as well. He did mention that the driver's side mirror cap that was melting and the other side was okay, so it seems like it came from one side. I tend to agree that if it's a defect, both mirrors should have the same issue, and it shouldn't just be on one side. Was there kids at night playing with fire and trying to burn the plastic parts? I really don't know. We don't have enough information to understand if this is a defect or it's caused by human or it is reflection of mirrors or windows or something. But then we have another issue here. So there was another concern where there was another GX owner. His name's Mark, and according to the article, he lives in Charlotte, which is not as hot as Arizona. And it does show that Mark's car is less melted on the driver's side cap and on the other components like the roof rack, body trim, passenger rear quarter panel, the piano black door trim. But the biggest concern is that Mark said that the door trim pieces were hot. It felt like it can give them a burn, and it was only 54 degrees outside. And for the folks who understand Celsius, it's about 12 degrees Celsius. That seems scary because then why is it hot? Meaning it's absorbing a lot of the sun, but it's only 12 degrees outside, so it should be able to cool it down a bit. So with that being said, there's two instances of melting plastic, but again, they all could be related to sun, how strong the sun is. We have to keep in mind that the North America is closer to the sun in the winter than in the summer. So the strong sun rays could actually happen in winter time. But then I'm not really fighting for Lexus. I think that this needs to be investigated because this is not the first time I've heard about melting black trims. So now we'll go and talk about another Lexus vehicle. All right? Because one thing I would say, if you are experiencing melting Lexus parts, do leave in the comments below because this could be a trend that happens to some, and really it depends on where you park your car. But then, should their parts be less prone to melting? So, in addition to the two GXs, one of my viewers reached out to me in about August 2024 asking me if I've heard about an issue on the NX regarding melting. This owner owned two other cars before and parked on the same spot as well. They've actually owned 5 Lexus vehicles, like they've had like ESs, RXs, and now a 2024 NX 450h Plus, which is made in Japan. Okay, so don't talk about Canadian quality here. This is actually a Japanese-made NX. Lexus has quoted the owner $5,300 to get it repaired. Now, this is not the first time hearing about parts where Lexus vehicles are melting. From where I live, our sun does not get that type of a heat, and it would not cause such damage. But for the folks who have living in extreme heat and parking in non-covered areas, this could be a big concern. And I really hope that Toyota and Lexus will look into this and see what is the cause and if a recall is needed. Is it possible that there are certain cleaning solutions causing this problem? Is it the PPF installation? The PPF captures enough heat and generates more heat than needed? Really don't know. I think investigations needs to be done. Melting dashboards, melting black trims, melting plastic is very common in vehicles. But an $80,000 GX seems to be the concern. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.